Now turning our attention to the high seas, Virgin Voyages, the new company from Virgin Group founder Sir Richard Branson, hopes to disrupt the travel industry. Yahoo Finance's Zach Guzman is live with Virgin Group founder Sir Richard Branson and Virgin Voyages CEO Tom McAlpin.
And we're fresh off the panel here at One World Trade. Thank you guys both for joining me. I want to get to you first, Sir Richard, on obviously consumers are familiar with the Virgin brand, Virgin Hotels, obviously Virgin America before you sold to Alaska Airlines, but why cruises and why now?
Well, I've never wanted to go on a cruise ship. And that sort of spurred me on to trying to work out why I didn't want to go on one. And how could I create, with the wonderful team of people we've got, a cruise ship that I would like to go on. And over the last 7 years, our magnificent team headed up by Tom have created, I think, the best cruise ship that's going to hit the sea in 12 months' time.
And Tom, you're one of those wonderful people, and obviously you've worked in cruises for a long time. So what is it about Virgin Voyages that will separate it from all the other offerings out there that we've seen?
Well, our whole purpose is to create something that's really different, and it starts with our name. You know, Virgin Voyages is Virgin Cruise was just too easy, right? Virgin Voyages says more about the experience, right? It's the journey we take our folks on. If you look at the size of our ship, we are purposely not big 6,000 passengers. We're mid-sized ships because we listen to our consumer, and they want a different experience. They want a more intimate experience. Our ships are designed to look like, you know, inspiration from super yachts. And when you go on board, everything we do is different. You know, we'll have 6 different main restaurants that you go through. Each night you go to a different restaurant, you don't pay for it. You know, the entertainment will be fantastic. The theater will transform 3 different times during the voyage. We create something that is different because we're going to appeal just to adults. So we're adult by design. It means you have to be 18 or older to come on board the ship, and that truly sets us apart.
And that's also one of the other interesting things, too, when we talk about experiences. Obviously, everyone says millennials are so drawn to experiences. Being an adult-only ship, you guys have also added a destination in the Bahamas to the Scarlet Lady's cruising destinations. Tell me more about that.
Really excited about it. We, you know, as we did our research and talked to our future sailors, we heard loud and clear they wanted to go to those cultural spots. They wanted the stuff off the beaten path, so we created, you know, to go into Havana and to Puerto Plata and to Costa Maya, so off the beaten path. But they wanted to combine that with a beach-type experience. We didn't want just any other beach experience. We wanted to create a Virgin beach club experience, and we've done that. We've created a spot on Bimini, the Bahamas, really close to Miami. We're doing that in partnership with Resort World Bimini, but it's for our exclusive use. It is really cool. It's kind of like, you know, a combination of Ibiza and Tulum combined, and, you know, I think our guests are going to love it. They can go explore all of Bimini and then come back to the beach.
And I like the way you guys teased it ahead of the announcement as well. Obviously, with the Fire Festival, they've had some issues in the Caribbean, but you guys are saying that no, this is actually happening down there.
Yeah, I haven't seen the film, The Farfair, but I'm told it's good. But I think our team will get it right, unlike the team that organised the Fire Festival.
Well, it's not just Virgin Voyages as well. Obviously, you've got a lot of things. You're in a bit of a space race with Virgin Galactic and other billionaires. Interesting time for billionaires, though, as well. I mean, we've seen a lot of talk about taxing the wealthy, and you were out earlier saying that you think the rich deserve to be taxed. What did you mean by that?
I think that people like myself are incredibly fortunate to have been able to create things, but with enormous wealth has come with it. So the ideal thing is for the wealthy to use that wealth to create more jobs, to start more businesses, to tackle the big problems in this world, you know, unnecessary blindness, unnecessary people being deaf, you know, malnutrition and so on, using their entrepreneurial skills and their money to tackle these problems. If people are not doing that and they're just sitting on vast amounts of money, then, you know, that money should be put back into society in some way or another. And I don't think most of the very wealthy people would begrudge the government taxing them a bit more in order for you know, the middle class and the poorer people having to pay less taxes.
You mentioned those entrepreneurial skills, and you've lamented that President Donald Trump might not be the right entrepreneur or business person for the office. Obviously, Howard Schultz also thinking about getting in, another billionaire. What would you say to that idea? Because you've always talked about an entrepreneur being.
Well, I mean, there are some extraordinarily good business people. I mean, Donald Trump was not one of those people. He just happens to be in the White House. But people like Howard Schultz or Mike Bloomberg, or they are extraordinarily good business people, and therefore I think they would be extraordinarily good in the White House, running a country. And I think they're the kind of people who would get a team together, who wouldn't be losing their team every other day. They'd be the kind of people who'd be able to motivate a great team, and the kind of people I think that will think about society as a whole and be maybe a very unifying force.
Well, also another great team pulled together here at Virgin Voyages. Tom McAlpin, CEO of Virgin Voyages, thanks so much for joining me. And obviously, Sir Richard Branson, thank you very much.
Great to be here.
Appreciate it. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Zach, thank you so much for bringing us those comments.